Basically, I use thread because I feel we have sort of an innate relationship with certain materials. So I think that thread's an interesting thing in that it's one of the first materials we encounter, and also we feel that we recognize it and we're very familiar with it, so we don't deconstruct it in the same way we do other cultural models like paintings or sculpture. The other reason I'm interested in kind of thread would be that, one of the reasons is that it's this very ordinary, mundane thing, very utilitarian kind of material, and I suppose by my spending a lot of time with it and being very, very careful with it, that it can become something quite sophisticated and beautiful, which is sort of a quite sort of, I suppose, a personal kind of socialist kind of stance. The idea that collectivity can cause a profound change, I suppose, in a thing. So that's one of the factors. And I guess because of its very nature and its sort of the lo-fi kind of functional aspect of how the installations, how the thread pieces work, it wouldn't make sense to kind of introduce contemporary technology. This is the most kind of, I suppose, dramatically transformative experience, as in it appears like different from about 12 different points. So the piece appears to kind of move as you pass through it. So that's the kind of most pleasing aspect of this one, I guess, that it genuinely does transform a lot as you go through it. And also although they look very kind of sophisticated, if you give them a lot of time, you can kind of break down the function of how they're actually made. And I think it's important for me that they have sort of that generosity, the thread pieces. And equally so, I really like the fact that the music pieces are also visual, and you can actually see structurally how the mechanics work. So it's about these very basic encounters, which makes you kind of, again, slow down, and it's not like something very complex you're trying to figure out. It's just about being quiet and in the moment. And again, I try to leave enough space conceptually within it that you basically start building your own story. So I'm much more interested in kind of an internalized dialogue. The Mattress Factory is unusual in that people come here and they do seem to be quite comfortable at spending a lot of time with art. So it's just to kind of, I suppose, encourage a slower kind of encounter, so that people would stop and be more contemplative, I guess.